Hey guys, it's James, and we're back with Academagia. Let me start with saying I'm sorry for missing a few updates. Thanksgiving crept up on me out of nowhere around the same time I was running out of episodes from the last session I recorded, so I missed a week or two. Sorry about that. So yesterday I spent some time looking over our skills. Uh, well, less that and more trying to figure out what I need to start bringing up for our adventures. I want to try to start getting through Prudence's adventure and the militia adventure this session. And I think I found a way to get through Prudence's, and the militia one uh, should already be green, so that's good. And before we get too far, I'm trying to find the thing this would be under. I need to bring up flattery. That's going to become a thing, I believe. I should have maybe left my notes open. Oh well. We're going to have to bring up flattery. And I think that's what we're going to focus on. There's another thing. So I looked into favor, and I'm going to explain why I'm not ever going to use favor. Well, I might, but there's a reason I'm probably not going to do it for a while. But first off, Library of Longshade. So with favor, so right here I have Eris Vita here. I have 7 favor with him, which means going down this list, once we get to 7, I can only use this. I have to use all 7 at once, which is fine. Now the thing that I thought I knew was or what I thought was gonna happen was I thought I was gonna get all of this from 7, all these bullet points, but instead you only get one of those bullet points, and it's random. So I did it 3 times in a test game just to see what happens. Uh, the first time I got parental approval plus 35, which is useless to me as the black sheep of the family. My whole family hates me because they're dirty sky pirates, and I believe in the law. Uh, Getting merit is okay, but then I got like plus 7 in a skill step for any of these things, and I think I got an archaeology. Here's what happens. I have archaeology 0. It takes 1 skill step to bring me up to level 1. So you would think getting 7 skill steps would bring me up to like level 3 or 4. But instead, whatever extra skill steps you had to upgrade yourself disappears. So I go up from 0 to 1, and then the plus 6 left over just gets thrown away. So that's useless. And the other thing I found out is you can actually fail trying to get your favor up, to using your favor. So you lose all your favor and don't get a damn thing. So to me, favor seems annoyingly useless. Well, not useless, but not worth it for me, because I don't want to be safe scumming and trying to, get the exact right thing that I want while I'm, recording this game. Maybe I'll just randomly spend them in the future when we get a fair amount of them and just see what we get. But the fact that the plus 7 skill steps don't, accumulate and up you, how many levels is a problem. Merit's okay, but, our class is losing that tremendously. And the parental approval just means nothing to my character. So yeah, we'll probably never use favor. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's start Monday. Right. I actually have to choose one thing. Beguile, flattery. While waiting in Contenza Rigagera's office, you notice a small book on the desk. It keeps drawing your attention no matter how much you try to turn away. In fact, it seems to be beckoning you with little flutters of its covers and first few pages. You find yourself edging closer and closer to the desk, to the alluring book. She did say she would be back soon, but does that mean in a couple minutes? Or perhaps you have enough time for a little snoop. So let's see, Contenza Ingaria? Sure. I have a one relationship with her. She is the glamour teacher by the looks of it. So, yes, I do have her as a teacher. So I can turn your back on temptation. Willpower, put it away. Bookbinding, carefully examine the book before opening it. Traps, search for signs of traps, and traps, open the book. What? That makes no sense. Bookbinding, carefully examine the book before opening it? Makes sense. You open the book and examine the ink. Nothing noteworthy, you think, but as you flip open more pages, blue ink sprays out of them and coats your face. Oh. The professor appears shaking her head. You troublemaking children fall for these things every time. I can see we need to have a long talk about the proper behavior for a student. Looks like this is going to take a while, you sigh heavily, which only makes her more agitated. Well, we tried. I thought examining it would be like examining the book cover and see what it's about, but I guess not. So let's see. Binding inscription. It seems to be a spell. And it's a fighting spell, which we'll probably never use. So we brought up flattery and perfumes. I guess those goes hand in hand together. Parents still hate us. Tulula succeeded at using compete. You increased your stress by 1. How are we doing on stress? We have 1 of a maximum 11. And vitality, we're at 9, and we have a maximum of 10. That's interesting. And did anyone do anything interesting or looking at the people in our actual clique? Did not succeed at get ready for glamour. I wonder when the finals are. We're probably getting close to the end of the game at some point. Like another 30 episodes at least. Do some plotting. Patrol. And Casper was better in due to illness. I don't think we're going to add anyone else to our clique. I'll be surprised if we do. I mean, it's me going through this list for like the 4th time looking for someone to add. And I'm pretty sure pretty much almost everyone has their own clique going. Like, yeah, look at this list of cliques. Where probably almost everyone's in a clique of some sort. So I think we're going to continue bringing up flattery, and by the weekend we'll start doing adventures. Maybe we'll do stuff like hang out with Owen or something. Reduce your stress by 1 and grants a +2 step expansion to a random school skill survival. Could be useful. But let's just focus on Longshade. Like, everything else is at 10. I know there's a couple classes that we can probably bring up higher than 10. Like, well, I saw it. Was it negation? Yeah, it might be negation I can bring up. Possibly. It says the skill maximum is 10. But yeah, doesn't really matter. Pretty much everything we did in our classes are done. Like, we can bring up some of the trailing skills because we only focus on 3 in each class. But, I don't know. I don't know how worth it is to do that. So yeah, let's just focus on flattery because that's what I'm pretty sure we're going to need in the future for a couple different adventures. Easy day. Let's see, so we brought flattery up, and you have learned about a test of the enchanted apple, and you have learned about power, which I'm assuming is a theme. Yeah. Increases revision, incantation, enchantment, astrology, and glamour. That's not bad, actually. Confidence, which I'm assuming is another theme. Increase command and confidence, that could be useful. You have gained set example. Expand skill, expand 1 skill step of leadership. The set example ability will allow you to use your rhetoric for every charitable ends, expanding the skill of any one of your friends at any subject you yourself know by 1 point. At the same time, your patience and willingness to teach what you've learned expands your own leadership abilities by a skill step. This ability can only be used once a day. So it sounds like I expand a friend's ability. That could be useful. I can teach Prudence how to do music. Do I know music? Music. I know a little bit of notation. Yeah, she just practices music. So yeah, I can teach her notation. I don't know what notation is in real life, but notation in a musical context is a way of symbolically recording how songs are supposed to sound. Sure. I may actually do that. Anything else interesting? Everyone seems to have failed at a lot of stuff. How are we doing in Duran 205? Are we still last place? We are still last place. That is why merit is useless to me at the moment. Even if I bring it up by 7, it doesn't really help. On this part, so maybe it's in abilities. That example. I'm just curious by this. Was she in Durand? Prudence. Yep, we're doing this. Why is the list like this? Oh, there we go. Negation, notation. Because that's the only thing in music that I know. And if I hit back, will that... I just want to double check to see if Prudence has any kind of music stuff. Now, it's probably easier to go to my click than hitting Prudence. So yeah, I don't see anything here that says music. So hopefully this works. This is all alphabetical, right? Yes. So nothing here that says music with a point to it, so that's good. So yeah, let's try this. I can finally help Prudence with her music. Yay. Watch, like, I have like 5 things like this that I can use to do this, but whatever. You're in class trying not to fall asleep when your stomach begins churning. All of a sudden, you feel faint and nauseated. Your thoughts are growing fuzzy and difficult to gather. You look around, but no one seems to have noticed the fact that you've broken out in a thick, cold sweat and that you're gulping repeatedly. 10 minutes go by and the nausea is getting so bad that soon you won't be able to ignore it. This is an important class. Important, yet you were about to fall asleep. But you could barely focus when you were healthy, much less when you're about to hurl. You're going to have to do something, but what? God, those were the worst days in school when you just, like, you felt pretty good throughout the day and then all of a sudden you felt like you had to throw up for whatever reason. Race for the nearest bathroom, concentration, figure out what the cause is. Revision, use revision to make some medicine. Interesting that's blue, as I don't think I have a good revision skill. I have a point in it. Actually. Interesting. Okay, well, concentration, figure out what the cause is. I mean, we spent so much time in that goddamn library of Longshade. Might as well use concentration for something. You think back over your day and wonder what could have caused such a violent, intense reaction. Was it the day-old mystery meatloaf or the moldy-looking steak full of gristle? Either way, you're definitely having a bad case of food poisoning. Your stomach gurgles and a little more, and you promise yourself you won't eat any more mystery or moldy meats for as long as you live. My kid's an idiot. Okay, that seems as open up bureaucracy. Use your exhaustive command of school procedure to get yourself released from class. And let's just use revision and make some medicine. The sick feeling permeating your body is simply too much. Your hand shakes during the tracing of the themes, and the spell is miscast. The candy you pulled from your pockets to serve as medicine base is turning into glue, which slides off your hand in a disgusting manner. Too disgusting. Oh. The side of it breaks the dam, and you break out of your seat to run across the room and stick your head in the trash can. The retching sounds so loud that even the students walking by in the halls can hear. Not your finest moment. You're going to be teased about this for a long time. You need to rest, as you still don't feel very well. Oh, that's a blue option going bad. You succeed at using this example on Prudence. You increase Prudence's notation skill by 1. You have taught Prudence about on music by this person. Though music is a gift from the gods, it was the sirens who taught men how to incorporate sound into scripture. Natella was the first siren to successfully develop symbiology as a representation of music, hence the derivative notation. And we increased our leadership by 1, which is a war skill apparently. The song of leadership. The leader is the first to step out, and others he inspires in every fight and every bout in all the towns and shires. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's see. Anything interesting happen? Tula competed. I temporarily increased revision skill by 1, apparently. You increased your stress by 1. You decreased your vitality by 1. You have lost set example. You are feeling alert. Your observation skill was temporarily increased by 2. And danger sense went up by 2. Anyone do anything that looks interesting? Prudence hung out with Vincent here, who's in the helping hands. And that's about it.